Welcome back to MBU Reacts. Today we're checking out some Cinna content for y'all. Cinna almost got put on a no-fly list. Storytime. Hey, you low-key don't got to do a lot to get on the no-fly list. All you got to do is cause a disturbance. Depending on where you at, they're going to be like, oh yeah?
I thought you had to do some outrageous shit. Or just, cause a disturbance.
Cause a disturbance.
Where the air marshal gotta show himself, because you know them niggas act like normal civilians until some shit go down.
Nigga pop up on you with a banger.
Nigga in regular street clothes.
So how about you sit down? Alright, bro, dang. You pressing it inside my temple, cuz. I was just mad. I wasn't gonna do nothing. I can't sit down because your body against my body, so I can't even move the way you want me to move. Your hand shaking, I feel like you want to pull the trigger. Don't do it, brother.
I feel like that might be one of the easiest jobs, being a U.S. Air Marshal.
But you gotta stay, you gotta get back on the plane to go back to where you're going. Like, you doing that all day. I mean, most flights is all day, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Like, for instance, if we lived out here and use the air marshal, you gotta drive there. Hopefully they got a spot for you. And you would just, you gotta find the spot. I'm like, alright, I've had a part in this handicap spot and this shit missing. I'm coming back for you.
But all reality, you go into a different state, you can stay there for like a day or two.
Yeah, if you want to.
I'm not doing a flight there and then a flight back. I'm gonna stay a day or two every time.
I know that's probably exhausting. That's what I'm saying. Like, just in general, because you really just going there to sleep. Because after that flight, because you got to stay awake because you the air. So it could be a 16-hour flight. They want you up 16 hours.
Oh no, I'm not doing no 16 hours. Picking short flights.
He said. Where you going from here? Where would you go?
Chicago to Memphis. Chicago to they even be having flight. I don't know why they be having flights to like Indianapolis and
they
shit.
Do.
Even though that's like a hour or two drive.
They said nope. We can just fly.
Chicago to Vegas, Chicago to Florida. I mean, them like 4 or 5 hour flights, or 3.5 depending on where you going.
Facts.
Because I'd have been to Florida, I'd have been to Vegas, I'd have been on flights. I'd have been to Texas. It ain't that far.
Facts.
It's a few hours.
Reasonable.
I ain't going to like California. I mean, I can go to California if I can go to Vegas.
Sure.
I ain't going to like Switzerland or nothing like that. No international flights.
Oh yeah. We need Tristan. You gotta go to London.
Hey, we've been talking long enough, man.
Let's get into it. See what it's talking about.
All the way throughout. We really appreciate it. Subscribe to the channel. Like the video if you enjoy what you see. The good stuff. You had dropped the lip gloss, but
Rosie and I, this is a story time, so lock in. Rosie and I yesterday almost ended up on a no-fly list.
I get it.
No joke. Not a troll, not a joke. Almost ended up on a no-fly list. I'm not gonna lie to you.
What did you do?
And in my opinion, it would have been worth it because
I like the curly hair. I ain't gonna hold you.
Rosie and I, we go to our flight yesterday.
I like the curly hair. I ain't gonna hold you.
I said that on the New York vlog. I'm like, Cinna with the curly hair. Nah, we need it. With
the curly hair.
Yeah.
Now the FaceTime.
I'm like pretty tired. You know what I mean? Mind you, I have been going all week. I haven't really slept, so I'm pretty tired. Rosie's pretty tired. We spent all morning packing up the second PC, doing a bunch of stuff, or the night before, so not really sleeping as much, and that's fine. Like, but I'm just we're in like work mode. Okay, I'm also working on tax stuff as well, so it's like I'm doing a bunch of stuff. And we're sitting in the chairs. Our flight gets delayed by an hour and a half. I'm sitting there, we're chilling, and me and Rosie are talking, and I start hearing this couple that is sitting directly behind us argue. Now, mind you, they're arguing loud enough where me and Rosie can hear what they're saying. Rosie's back is to the back of the guy that is arguing with his wife, okay? Just to give you an idea. So they're back to back. I'm sitting in the chair that is next to Rosie, where his wife is sitting behind me. But I'm on the floor a little bit, so I'm facing them. The wife says something under her breath, okay? Like, she says something to him. And he goes, like, really loud. He goes, "What did you say to me?" And then she goes, oh, nothing. And he goes, no, say it to me. Say it to me. Like, what did you say? And mind you, we're like waiting to board our flight, okay? It's like very aggressive and he's getting loud. So me and Rosie are like instantly like, what the naturally, because anybody would listen to that. We basically are sitting there and the guy is getting progressively more and more loud. And I don't need to go into exactly how he was talking, but if you've ever recognized like abusive behavior, it's like that type of behavior, okay? Like she basically then tells him what she said and he goes, no, you're lying to me. You're lying to me. You didn't say that. That's not what you said. And then she goes, she's saying like, no, that is what I said. And he's like, no, it's not. This is what you do. You try to embarrass me all the time. Like he's going back and forth with her. And me and Rosie, you gotta realize,
nigga, you the loud one, but she embarrassing you is crazy.
I hate that shit. I ain't gonna lie.
Like she talking at a level where it's a whisper basically what Cinna
What
said.
you say?
And no, nigga, you're being embarrassed. You bringing attention to yourself.
You trying to embarrass me?
Like, nigga, you're bringing the attention to us.
Bro, we in the Denny's, bro. Can you chill? What y'all looking at?
Shit, they in the airport. That's even worse. There's hella people in there.
Ooh. Security. Some securities be thirsty. I don't do nothing all day, cuz. Hold on.
like,
I got action. Like, this nigga,
there's levels to which we can
What's security walking over here for?
Because we have no idea. Like, some shit could have happened before they got here between their relationship and that stuff. So normally I wouldn't intervene unless something like, serious happens. But they start going back and forth, and it escalates within a matter of 10 seconds, okay? Like, he's going against her. She's keeping a very low voice. And then Rosie, and then he, like, grabs something, like her bag or something like that, and, like, yoinks it from her. And then she's, like, still ignoring him, and she's like, stop. And then he takes, I guess, his hand and tries to hit her hand and her phone so that she gets off her phone to talk to him. To which she says, keep your hands to yourself, okay?
As you supposed
like, she
to.
says it out loud. So, as far as I'm concerned, that's go time. And I'm glad that Rosie was sitting right behind him because Rosie had the same thought. The moment you put your hands on somebody, that's go time. I'm sorry. Like, it is what it is. So, Rosie turns around and he goes, hey, we don't do that. Like, we don't do that shit. Shout out Rosie, by the way. It happened yesterday. We were in
Rosie?
LAX.
I don't know who that is.
Our cameraman.
Rosie turns around and Rosie goes, hey, we don't do that. And I'm pissed. So I'm standing up now too because I'm fucking pissed. I'm like, what the fuck? Rosie is sitting there looking at the guy and the guy's like, what the fuck do you mean we don't do that? What are you gonna do?
If you watched the New York vlog, he was in there.
I gotta watch it again.
And if you ain't see that one, he was in the video with her and Agent when they was eating at Popeyes.
No, I remember that.
He was in there. He from Australia.
And stop me. And then Rosie's like, I don't need to intervene, but you don't need to put your hands on your wife. Like, don't put your hands on her. What the fuck? And then the guy's like, okay, well, how about you turn around and mind your business? And then Rosie goes, well, you make it my business when you're in public and you put your hands on a woman. So I'm like, fair. Okay, W Rosie, good PR. We'll forget about when he
make it everybody
accidentally hit me in the face when I
it.
jump scared him. You know what I mean? But
if y'all wanted to, I don't know, if y'all want them types of people to argue like that, yes, you make it everybody business because you being loud. We trying to ignore you, low key trying to ignore you, go about the day, but you're yelling, and then when you get physical, it's like,
alright, I'm right here, nigga.
Bro, come on, yeah.
I ain't got no choice at this point.
Yeah, I'm a hoe if I don't say that.
Yeah, I be trying to mind my business,
right,
but when they get physical, then you gotta be like, hey, you chill, my boy.
Yeah, chill, my boy. I got chill. You ain't minding your business. You yelling at the top of your lungs. I'm like, we can if we reach out, we can touch each other.
I'm sitting behind you. Like, if you ever been in the airport, their seats is like this.
If
seats facing this way, seats facing that way.
If I lean my head back, I'm finna knock heads.
Yeah.
We finna clock heads. And you yelling, I can probably feel the vibration of you yelling in the chair, low key. No exaggeration.
And you behind me being loud as hell. I could have said something to you then.
Slapping hands.
Like, bro, can you chill, nigga? You right in my ear being loud as hell.
Like, bro, come on, man.
Like, I ain't trying to be that person, but like, nigga, can you chill?
Facts.
But yeah, you gotta step in right there.
We'll forget about when he accidentally hit me in the face when I jump scared him. You know what I mean? But actually, though, that's what you should do in that scenario. So get this, okay? So Rosie steps up. He is no nonsense. He's like, yeah, don't fucking do that shit. The guy's going back and forth, so I stand up. Because now I'm getting pissed off. Because first of all, I don't fuck with anybody being rude to Rosie. And I certainly don't fuck with the fact that he's hitting a woman. So then I turn around and he goes, well, you guys just don't understand. Chat, it was crazy to me. He didn't even try to say that he didn't put his hands on her. Instead, he tried to justify it by saying that Rosie and I didn't understand that he had been dealing with this type of bullshit from her for 9 years or whatever, is what he said.
Then leave.
So then I stood up. And mind you, Rosie is something y'all don't know, Rosie is the less aggressive person when it comes to de-escalation. Rosie will de-escalate it, and if you go low, I'm going to hell, bitch. Okay, I'm going to hell.
She said,
so
I'm
then
going low, nigga.
stand up, and I go, listen. I go, hey, I said, as far as I'm concerned, I was like, if you got a problem and it's been 9 years, break up. You know what I mean? I said, break up. And I said, no disrespect to her, because I said, I probably, maybe she loves you. I don't fucking know. I said, but if you're that angry at her that you're putting your hands on a woman in an airport, break up with her. It's as simple as I can put it.
That is
and he
facts.
goes, no, but you don't get it. Like, that's probably what I'm going to do. He's going back and forth with me. And I go, sir, I could give a fuck. That's what I said. I said, I could give a fuck. I said, I'm letting you know right now that I don't give a fuck what she did. She could cheat on you in this moment, in your face, in front of you, in the airport, and it still would never mean that you put your hands on somebody. Keep your hands to yourself.
That is fair.
And so then Rosie, he turns around and goes, well, what are you going to do about it? Are you going to be the one to stop me? And then Rosie said, I don't need to stop you. You just need to keep your hands to yourself. Stop doing that. So he's going back and forth with me and Rosie. This is gaslighting final boss, okay?
Gaslighting final boss.
He takes a second, and Rosie will tell you this story. This happened yesterday. I don't give a fuck. I'll tell you. He takes a second. He pauses. The woman, I felt so bad. She's sitting there in silence. And he turns to me and Rosie, and he goes, listen, this is gaslighting 101. He goes, listen, you guys are good people. And he goes, and I can tell that the only reason you're stepping in is because of what you see in the moment. And he goes, and like, I get it. That's what you should do because you're good people. And he goes, but all I ask is that you guys understand what I've been through over 9 years to understand why it's led to this, is what he said. Yeah. Somebody said, look. Yeah. You know what I mean? And listen, and then I go, I'm like, okay, whatever. I go, as far as I'm concerned, like, I don't know what the fuck you want me to do. So then he says, all I
that's
ask
fucked up because that's some logical shit this thing came up with. That motherfucker. nigga calmed down. I was like, I understand what you guys are seeing. To you, looks like an abusive asshole. Maybe that is the day he finally snapped. We don't know.
We never know what people
We never know. That's why it is like, even though we just said when you get physical with somebody, yeah, I'd be like, bro, you right next to me. On the other hand, it's also I don't know what happened. I don't know what drove you to this point. Like, you slapped her hand, you shouldn't have slapped her hand.
That's the only issue I got, nigga.
Yeah.
You try to slap her phone out her hand because she wasn't looking at you while you was talking to her.
Yeah.
Or she wasn't giving you what you was looking for.
You can't do that publicly. Like, you can't, everybody snaps, but you gotta reel that in, boy. You be like,
as a man, you gotta realize you can't show your emotions in public because you're gonna always look like the bad guy at the end of the day.
Man, you're gonna look soft, you're gonna look like the bad guy. Oh, he can't control himself. Oh, he's emotional like a female. As sad as it is, you gotta lock it down to when y'all in private. I ain't saying put your hands on her private. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying express yourself. If she's doing all that cheating, hey, look, you know what? Leave her wherever you finna take her, leave her there. I got me a ticket back. You ain't get my ticket? No, you got it. You good. Do your thing. But yeah, you also don't know what people are going through. So, I mean, that's why he would have threw me off.
That nigga just became the voice of reason.
Became the voice of reason in the conversation.
I get what y'all good people. Y'all is doing what y'all supposed to do. But I need y'all to look at it from my point of view. I've been dealing with this type of BS from her for 9 years. I don't even know what BS you talking about because she was talking so low, I didn't hear what she said. Mm-hmm. But I hear exactly what you said and I seen what you did, nigga. So, you're in the wrong.
They turned around clear conscience, clear face. I get it. You guys are good people.
What she's put me through. And he goes, and therefore understand that she is deserving of this, okay? Because of what she put him through. And he says like she embarrassed him in front of his family and da-da-da-da-da. Was this at the airport? It was in the airport. We were waiting to board, okay? We have not boarded yet, to clarify. This is not on the plane. And so...
Nah, what's the name of the got up? You doing that on the plane?
Then he says, at the end of that, he tries to like butter us up, so we'll let it go. And then me and Rosie are both, by the way, both of us, bags on the floor, me and Rosie are like this. Like, we're sitting, I was like, listen, it's about to be a no-fly list situation because I'm not about to argue with a woman abuser. I'm just not going to do it. So me and Rosie are on some like, I don't give a fuck shit, okay? We're pissed. And Rosie's like, bags off. We're like fucking ready to go. Like, people around us now know what's going on because it's like escalating. So the guy goes, if you could do me a favor and just leave it alone so that this doesn't become a bigger problem. Is what he said.
Nigga turned it on y'all.
Now, first of all,
hey, I low key about to
again,
stop.
if
I'm
you
like,
go
this
low,
nigga
I'm
just
going to
turned it
hell.
on me.
Okay, if you go lower, bitch, I go lower. You go lowest, I'm going to hell.
Another
like,
thing is when somebody do this, like, you gotta match it. You gotta match that energy. When somebody like, let's all calm down. Because if you stay high, now you the problem. Now you look crazy. Now you get put on the no-fly list. Like, if we was matching, if we was yelling at each other, then he made a conversation, you know what? I can see what the issue is here. Da, 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 da. Come down with him. Even if he bullshitting you, come down with him. Because if you stay up there,
just don't.
You can scream. You can do it at a regular level. I know you fucking with me right now. I will whoop your ass because I feel like you playing with me. You can talk to him like that. I feel like I should beat your ass right now because I feel like you're playing with me. I feel like you're trying to send me off to make me look like the bad guy when you over here putting your hands on her. Yeah, I got to think too when somebody, because some people are cold at that. So I ain't gonna lie, some people are good at that.
Manipulating the system.
Kick it off and then make you look like you did
manipulating
bad.
The situation. Turning it on.
Set you off and then, I don't know. Dude was just angry, I guess.
Way it could get bigger because you're putting your hands on a woman in an airport. And if that's what you'll do in a public setting, what do you do behind closed doors? So me and Rosie are sitting there, and he says that. Now, mind you, Rosie's been trying to de-escalate because also Rosie knows me. I'm pissed at this point. I'm heating up. And the guy says like, oh, you know, and he's like, and again, I want to say like Rosie did so good at keeping it at a level, but also checking him. Like, chat, I know we troll Rosie a lot. It is W Rosie in the chat for standing up because he turned around quick the moment he put his hands on the girl, like quick. But then the guy goes, don't make it a bigger deal. So I'm like my normal tone. I go, hey, listen, I said, I don't give a fuck what you think this situation is. I said, as far as I'm concerned, this deal is as big as it can possibly get because you're putting your hands on a woman in front of everyone in an airport. And I said, so I don't give a fuck that you think that I'm making it a big deal. I can make it a bigger deal if I need to because you need to keep your fucking hands to yourself. And then he goes, like, says some slick shit under his breath. And I told him, I said, let me make it very clear. I was like, I got time. You know what I mean? I was like, to make it very clear, hey, listen, the CSGO tournament is very cool. I got time. Hey, if I gotta stay in LA to handle some business because he's putting his hands on a woman, I'll do that. You know what I mean? Me and Rosie will cancel stream. I'll do it. I gotta set up PC. I don't care. So he's going back and forth with me. Security comes over. All right? Security comes over. And they go,
shit, it took
hey,
them long enough.
They go, hey, what's going on here? And I look over and I go, and I look over at Rosie, and then Rosie goes, well, why don't you ask her, the wife? He goes, ask her what's going on, because it's not our problem, but we stepped in to say something, so why don't you ask the wife what the issue is? Because it's their problem that they're making everybody else's business, and she's the one who should say stuff. But as you guys know, unfortunately, it is normally sad in these situations. The security looks at her, and she says, you know, everything's fine. And that sucks because there's only so much you can do. Do you know what I mean? Like, you can't do much. But best believe it was not the end of the story. Because me and Rosie then at that point, I'm like, okay, well, I can't force the security to do anything. Because if she won't admit what's going on, then I can't make security do anything.
Facts.
So I go, all right, fine. That's what I said. Me and Rosie go, okay, fine. It is what it is. Hey, we'll walk away. Like, it's cool. We go to get on the plane. I'm talking like, I'm walking. I shit you not. Rosie, we grab the bags. We go to let it go, you know what I mean? And security knows. Like, they give us the look like they know it's not us. You know what I mean? I go to walk away, and I hear a little voice behind me. Now, listen. Let me tell you something. You do not, in any way, wait till I turn around and walk away to say some slick shit under your breath. So I turn around and I go, excuse me? And he goes, I said, little fucking people always getting into other people's business. Bitch, what? So then I said, I turned around, I said, what? I said, what'd you say? I said, you said little people getting always into people's business? He goes, yeah, mind you, security's between me and them. I said, oh, so it's little people in people's business. I said, okay, hey, if I'm in your business, let me really get in your business then. So I turned around and said, hey, security. I said, just so you know, so there's like no misunderstanding, he's putting his hands on his wife. He beats her. And then I say it loud enough so that everybody hears it. I go, just so you know, he's hitting his wife, and that's why we're in this altercation. I said, so now what? I said, now what? It's little people, right? I said, little people in your business? Now everybody's in your business. The fuck? Like, what? and then security like looks over, and they go to her again to be like, hey, are you okay? And she's like, yeah, like, you know, because again, it's kind of awkward. Me and Rosie get on the plane, and this guy he gets behind us actually, but he puts his wife between me and Rosie and him.
Okay.
Like, he puts his wife between Rosie and him, which is crazy comms, mind you. And they let him board, but even the security, when we're boarding the plane, gives me like a look of like, hey, we know. You know what I mean? Like, they're like, hey, we're aware, we know. Only so much we can do, but we tried.
That's facts.
That is fair.
So I'm like, okay.
That is all you can do.
Again, me and Rosie get on, and the whole time,
Unfortunately.
I had to bite my tongue, because the petty in me wanted to talk shit, but the other reason why I didn't want to talk shit is because I know that if I continue to escalate it while she is around, when they are home, there is a possibility that he will mess with her because of it. You know what I mean?
You got
and I was like, I don't want to do that.
Because in our business trying to save you.
It's not funny, but
that's what it's going. You know that's what's going to happen.
That was funny.
You got people trying to save you, huh? They can't save you now. Like that.
Yeah.
We see the shit on like movies and shit. Like this shit be real life.
Shit, real life.
We do know some people that had hands put on them.
Motherfuckers get hands put on in high school, and that was crazy.
Like we know motherfuckers that had hands put on them. So it's like, yeah, I get what you was trying to be a good Samaritan, but that also could have made it worse if you kept it going.
It's messed up, but 100%. Can't save everybody that don't want to be saved, unfortunately.
Right. Cause I know a few people that ain't got the hands put on them, and you ask them why they don't leave and shit, and niggas make up excuses.
I love him. It was my fault.
Well, I hit him back. That don't mean shit. Nigga hit you first. You should have left.
Either or.
Even after y'all niggas started moving furniture, the next thing to do is to leave after that.
Man or woman, they hit you first, back up, dip.
They gonna do it again.
Dip.
For me, I don't care. Like, I don't care if me and him and Rosie get an altercation. I'm more worried about her because she normally, the woman, deals with the consequence of that. And again, let me clarify. It could be a woman who was putting her hands on a guy and the same outcome would have been said. Like, I don't care. In any relationship, you keep your hands to yourself, okay? Let that be a lesson to all of you. There is never a reason in this world why you should ever put your hands on your partner.
I say
and
that
if
all
you
the
think
time.
even cheating is that reason, it is not. Keep your hands to yourself.
I say that
it doesn't matter
all
who
the
you
time.
are, man,
Only
woman,
time is
whatever.
when your life is in
Keep your
danger.
hands to yourself. That is always like the
Then you
basic
can put
respect.
somebody to sleep. Do what you
Play
need to do.
fighting, whatever, that's different. You know the difference. You know what I mean? Then we're on the plane, and me and Rosie are like trying to be discreet. Because I'm like, I don't want to continue to egg it because I know that she has to sit next to him and there's a possibility it just gets worse for her the more we go at it.
Squeezing
so I'm like,
her
okay.
leg and shit.
We get on the plane and we get off. And mind you, I thought about it the entire flight. Because, like,
Straight
I'm going to be
face,
honest, that
just
shit
putting all
just
the
does not leave you
some
when you
Tina
think about it. Like,
Turner
it
type
doesn't,
shit.
unfortunately,
Ike Turner type
when you see it in person, it does not leave you. So I'm thinking about it the entire flight. Rosie is. We get off the plane and I'm like, I'm fucking mean mugging, scanning the whole way. I'm looking.
That's your mean mug face?
I'm like, bitch,
Cinna.
the whole way.
That's your mean mug face?
You look like confused. Or
You
somebody
look
said
puzzled,
something crazy.
nigga.
Somebody said something crazy.
Right. Look puzzled as hell. That's your mean mug face? That ain't tough at all, nigga.
I'm looking, okay? I'm like, bitch, go get your luggage. Where are you? I'm looking, okay? Rosie's doing the same thing. Looking around, where the fuck is he? But what's really sad is I think he went to go, I don't know where he went, but I think he didn't want to come near us. So he sent his wife to go get the luggage. And I will say, what really fucked me up is when she got the luggage, she turned around and me and Rosie at this point were just annoyed, but it's like, it is what it is. She gets the luggage and she turns around and she mouthed the words, "Thank you," to me and Rosie. And that made me really, 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 really sad. Because to me, that means that she actually is in a situation that we think that it is. And he was doing what we said he was doing. You know what I mean? And it was fucking crazy. But when I tell you, like, I don't think I've ever seen something like that in my life that was so disgusting. Like, it was just so outwardly disgusting. I took a photo of the back of them when they walked by. I was mean mugging the fuck out of him when he walked by me. And then I got them on the plane walking behind Rosie. And you can see his wife in between them. But I'm... Look, if this is your uncle... If this is your uncle, and he's like 55 with a rat tail... If that's your uncle, that's the guy. Fuck that guy. I don't give a fuck, okay? I don't know who the fuck he is. If that's your 55...
He got the abusive fit on you crazy, cuz.
He do. I can see it just from the side profile and what the fit he got on.
Like a serial killer from the side.
Fuck that guy. I don't give a fuck, okay? I don't know who the fuck he is. If that's your 55 uncle with big ass eyes and a rat tail, just know he is a beta bitch, okay?
A beta bitch.
Oh my god, that shit was so bad. But like, I do want to say, because I know like it's just crazy, bro. First of all, if you ever see, it really opened my eyes to like, if you ever see someone in that situation, one, please say something. Please say something. If you ever see someone, because there was a lot of people around us that didn't say a word.
Because motherfuckers be minding their business.
Blindfolded. I was blindsided that so many people didn't step in. And I want to give an extra shout out again, because I know Rosie is not going to take this, but to Rosie, because Rosie is the one who said something to begin with and stepped in. And I'm talking like, it was like seconds. Like the moment she said, "Keep your hands to yourself," and we heard him hit the phone, it was raps. Like Rosie was like, absolutely not. And the guy, when I tell you, he turned around like on some like, they were this close to each other face to face, and Rosie did not budge. He was like, no nonsense, like, I'm gonna handle the fuck out of whatever this guy's got. I was like, that's my goat. So if you see Rosie when he goes live, please, say some W Rosies, because it's like, bro, it was crazy. It was actually really, I've never seen something like that in person. But what was crazy was, I think what irritates me still to this moment is that he never once denied that he put his hands on her. He only tried to justify it. Chat, let me tell you, from now personal experience, please, 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 I feel like I can take the time to say, please, actually step in when you see that happening, because so many people didn't step in, and like, it was actually crazy. Like, there was enough people in that area where like, it shouldn't have been just Rosie that said something. He was being loud. Like, a lot of people heard it. So, make sure that if you're ever out in public and you see something like that, doesn't matter if it's a girl hitting a guy hitting a girl, what, you step in.
Unless you get the Trey Rag situation where they tell you to mind your goddamn business.
They start
Both of them
you
tell
up.
you, yeah. Which I know that's just a fake situation, but
But
still.
it happens. No,
And
that
you
happens.
motherfuckers that'll tell you to mind your business. Even the female that's being abused.
Come defend her, and she steal off you first. She be like, whoa. Now you in a fight. Trying to defend somebody who don't want to be defended, unfortunately. And that's how it goes sometimes, sadly. Sadly.
But I agree with what Cinna said, man. Keep your hands to yourself, male or female.
Not 100%, my
I
man.
always say that it ain't nothing out here besides you trying to take my life is gonna make me put my hands on you. So, other than that, I'm not even putting my hands on you. Don't put your hands on me. Ain't nothing I can do or say to you to make you want to put your hands on me.
I remember when Dreamer told us a story about this girl stabbing him up. Cause I had seen his arms. I was like, was you fencing? I was being stupid. Nigga, you was out here fencing or something? He's like, nah, old girl stabbed me up. I was like, what? She's like, yeah, he was like, I was talking to one of, he's like, he got like 3 sisters. He was like, I was texting with my sister. She just saw the picture. He's like, she just saw the picture and she flipped out. He's like, I was trying to tell her she was my sister. Which I saw the conversation and it was his sister he was actually talking to. And she was like, she's like, we in her house. She was like, she ran into the kitchen, ran out the kitchen. She came back with a knife. He's like, I ain't even get to hit her. I just, and he's like, I ran in the bathroom and locked the door. She was beating on that joint. He's like, I had her put it down. I had her stand a certain distance. I peeked out, seen her. She standing to her distance. She was like, he's like, I jetted out the house as soon as she put it down and gave me some distance. I got out of there. I was like, oh yeah.
Yeah, motherfuckers be risking their freedom for motherfuckers. That shit is never that serious.
No.
I always say this, I like my freedom too much. I like to get up and go as I please.
Or I think you remember, I told you about what's her name. He was asleep and old girl tried to stab him. Old girl did in fact stab him.
Yeah.
And he had to go to the hospital. If somebody cheat on you, just leave. You ain't gotta take nobody's life. Just leave.
But that's the thing. Like, you ruining your life over another person. It's crazy.
He's not pressing charges against him. The state is pressing charges against her. She has to fight these charges, and it's not like some made up charges. She almost took that man's life.
Yeah, it ain't never that serious. It is a million people on this earth. If that person ain't for you, if that shit happen, that mean that person ain't for you. Or you just accept the fact that you getting cheated on and stay with the person. It ain't never that serious to be out here putting your hands on people and risking your freedom. Just leave or stay. Either way it go. Don't put your hands on nobody.
Facts.
That's how I look at it.
Oh God, bro. Just leave, bro. You heard Tristan, man. Look, so many people out here. Take a breath, think about it. Like, dang, I'm really finna go to prison forever if I bust this move.
I get it. It'd be the heat of the moment. Y'all niggas don't be thinking, but
And I ain't gonna be I'm the type of person to visit you. Man, you really tried to kill me, huh? Now you ain't here forever.
and I'm still fucking the same person that
We're together.
you just tried. Now look at that.
We're together now.
You was just better off minding your business. At the end of the day, stay out people's phones.
I see you, honey bun. No, I got you.
Right, babe.
Glazed or unglazed.
Hit this outro.
But anyway, like, comment, subscribe, and notification bell so you know we post, because we post 2 to 3 videos every day, sometimes even 4. Check us out right here at MB React at 12:30, at 12 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 8 o'clock Central Time. You can always check out the playlist. You can always check out our playlist. We have so many playlists. I guarantee you'll find something you like, from Cinna to RDC to AMP to Your Rage to music videos and a whole bunch of other things. I guarantee you'll find something you like. But anyway, this is Tree. I'm Green. This is MB Reacts. Of course, we'll be back with more reactions. We'll holler at y'all later, man. Peace.